Hello and welcome to this new video where I'm gonna show you how you can set up an Instagram account for your outreach campaigns where you can get the highest amount of response rates for the least amount of messages sent. Alright. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Dennis Ample and I've been doing so strictly social media outreach for the past 2 years and been recording and documenting my journey there here on YouTube so that you can learn from my mistakes and also just give you a shortcut to your journey. Right, so without any further ado, let's dive straight into it. All right, so as per usual, I've set it up this quick little checklist for you and for me to not forget any of the steps and so that we can all be on board and do what's required. All right, so first things first, setting up an Instagram account. Here are the high level rules that you should follow. Right, the main thing we are trying to build here is trust, authority, and authenticity. Right, that means that straight up out of the gate, we want our profile to look like a real person. All right, that's the main thing that we are trying to achieve here, and that's the main thing you should be focusing on. Right, nobody wants to chat with bot. Right, that's just the reality. And no, like, not many people even want to chat with branded accounts, with company accounts. That's a big no-no. Right, why is that? Because people like to chat with people. People don't like to chat with someone that they don't know who they are, and they want to call someone by their name like a real conversation. Right, that's how we've been evolved. So in order to amplify this, we create normal accounts. Usually want to just use like personalized accounts. I'm going to show you multiple examples of the account approaches that you can select. But yeah, so the first thing you should do when you buy a new account, for example, this is going to be guide for a new account. If you have a personal account, I'm going to address that in a second, but now let's just start with new account. Right, so you buy a new account. By the way, you can use a site like bulk accounts buy. I don't have any affiliate there, I'm just buying accounts from there. Feel free to use whatever you want. And so once you buy the account, you get the account with some profile setup. Right, that is in 99% of cases not optimal. Right, so what you do in the first few steps is you change the name. By the way, if you want to change the name, like generate some random name, I've linked here just some website I found on fake name generator. All right, I'm also going to share with you an approach where you just copy the main profile if it's a good one, so stick for that. And you change the username and the bio. Right, the username, we try to avoid looking like a bot. Right, so if the account's name is, I don't know, Marcel whatever, you don't want to have the username Marcel546789. Right, that's just looks like a bot. So you want to ideally select usernames that look like someone would actually select them as a human. Right, you don't want to have a bad username. If you are a human being, you care about your popularity, right, and you care about your perception that people have about you. So ideally you want to choose a username that looks decent. Now the next thing is the profile picture. Right, so ideally you want to have a nice profile picture where you have straight, clear face photo that people can visualize how the person looks. It can be from a distance where you can show off your whole statue, but it can also just be like a face photo. Avoid unclear photos and just try to focus on clear photo, because we are still trying to bridge here the gap of the human connection that is limited. In this case it's only virtual, but yeah, so at least give us a clear face photo, which is going to improve the credibility. Now the next guide or the next rule here would be to upload at least 9 photos. Right, this is the general rule. You've probably heard this multiple times, and this is because when you open up the Instagram app, an Instagram profile, you will in many cases, in many layouts, just see those first 9 posts. Right, and most people will not scroll down, they will not bother. Right, and 9 posts shows that you've actually look like a real human if you set it up correctly, and you are somewhat active. Right, if you just have a profile with 1 photo on it, that's like a red flag for people that this might just be like a fake account. Right, I know many people use personal profiles that don't have a lot of photos, but in this one you're really trying to avoid the perception of being a bot. Right, Now I'm gonna go into detail of what photos should you choose in a second, so stick with me. Now, the next step would be to like all of your photos at least twice, right? Why is that? Is because when you, for example, look at this profile, you will see that you cannot see the likes here, right? That's because they are hidden. And so what you can do here is you can just like it by 2 people at least. And this will be the same as if the profile was liked, if this picture was liked 100 times. Because if you then hide the likes, this will only show the first, like the one person that liked it, and then say others, right? If you like it, if you hide the likes, right? You can do the same for comments, so it doesn't look suspicious. So you can do it like this, and people will not recognize how many likes you have. They will not even care, and this will not be brought up as a red flag, right? Now we can turn off commenting as well. The next thing, which is also is not 100% required, but it will boost the credibility by a lot, is uploading some stories, story highlights that people can look at and furthermore justify that you are a real human being. So for example, with this account, I just uploaded some real pictures of the person, and so that the profile looks even more real, right? Now, next up, you will want to start following around 100 to 200 people. You can go even further with that, because what normal people do on Instagram, right? They follow people, they consume content, they watch content, and so if you are only following 1, 2, 10, 20 people, that kind of looks suspicious, right? And so you want to follow accounts. Ideally, I'll give you advice is that you would want to follow accounts in your niche, right? Why is that? It's because out of every 10 follows you give, you will get like 2 to 3 follow backs. And if these follow backs are from ideal clients, that's good, right? That's 2 to 3 leads that you can contact straight away, and you will go into their DMs. So this is a quick little tip that you can utilize here. Now, and the last step would be to buy between 300 to 1,500 followers, right? This depends on the strategy. You can get away with any number between those, right? So you can go like 300 to 400, which would be like more of a personal profile, and it would be like balanced state. Or you can go with 1,500 and try to look like more status, and this can help as well, right? Now, I will show you the strategies that I'm using that you can choose from to set up your own accounts, and just give you some advice on how to do that, right? So the first profile setup that we are going to look at is the personal account, right? This should be your glory, all right? This should be your main account and the best setup that you can possibly do. In this case, I'm just showcasing my brother, since he's the one that does a lot of the Instagram things. And right off the bat, you can see he has a lot of posts. He has a lot of followers, so I don't have to have as many followers. And he has like a bio that says what he does, what can you get from him, and things like that, right? Then he has some CTA, some links to the pages that he wants, right? Then he has some story highlights. So this is for people to just check out. If they are checking out profile, they will quickly see what this person is about, what does he want to show me, right? Then they can scroll through profiles. Like the thing here is that we are trying to build up this authority, or this figure, and this is gonna be real helpful if you are gonna implement a strategy that I'm gonna talk about in a second, how you can duplicate these accounts. So you mainly want to just prove that you are human and that you live some sort of life, right? People want to hang out with other people that live interesting lives. So ideally, photos from vacations, just usual photos of you doing some activity, right? This is like personal profile guidelines, and so people really want to hang out with other people that do interesting stuff, right? And so this can be maybe your guide of how to set a profile. Now, what's also here important is that he has the blue verification checkmark, right? And this is important because whenever, I don't know if you've ever gotten this, but when you get DM for someone that has a verification badge, you will open it up 100% just to check what the person is all about, right? So your scene rate will increase like multiple times, right? Even the response rate. And so if you just want to, like, here's the thing, you don't have to set up hundreds of accounts on Instagram to be successful with Instagram outreach. All you have to do is have like a one really solid account like this and just be consistent with the outreach there. You can do personalized outreach as well. You don't even have to mess with automations. You can have like a one VA just doing hyper personalized outreach through the accounts to the people you really want to work with. And this is really easy way to just not worry about all the automation stuff and just worry about who are my leads, the profile setup, and the way you are contacting them, right? So this would be like the main profile. This would be the base, the foundation of the following ones. If you are going to do the next approach, which I'm going to show you, right? So what you can then do if you want to scale this up is duplicate the account, right? So this would be the first advice for me is if you have some sort of solid profile that you already have, some personal profile, the easiest thing you can do is just duplicate it into another one and then use it for outreach, right? So you just copy the photos. You don't have to upload reels because with reels, people will notice that you have like 0 views, 1 view, 2 views, and that will look suspicious. So you don't really have to upload reels. What you can do here is actually link this account to the main account, right? So people will see that this is maybe just like an alt account. What I'm doing for some of my clients is just I can name the accounts, clips account, podcast accounts. This is what I'm doing on Twitter specifically, where I'm reposting the tweets. And this one, it wouldn't work as well if you're just going to use the same clips, because if you upload the same clips twice, the latter clip is not going to get any views because Instagram algorithms are going to detect that it's the same clip, so it won't work. If you like edit it slightly, it will not recognize patterns. Now, and the same thing here, here's the hidden likes, right? So you don't know how many likes is he getting. You just see how many people he's following, how many followers he had, how many posts, right? And the following, right? It can be that you are following more people than followers. This is completely normal for personal accounts, right? Maybe even you have this same thing where you have like more people that you follow than you have followers, and this is actually a healthy sign that you are a real account. Now, you don't want this number to be too different from the followers, right? So you don't want to be following more than 1,000 people. Then that will start looking suspicious, right? And so this is the next profile setup. You can, I don't know, you can set up however many accounts you want. So you can maybe set up 1, 2, 10, 20 accounts like this. We just like extremely simple setup, right? You're just gonna do the same thing over and over again. There are ways you can automate it. I think I've already recorded a video about it before on the channel, so you can check it out. And so this is how you do this approach, right? This is what I would recommend for people that already have some sort of decent main account that you can just duplicate and link it to it. Now the next one would be if you don't have like a solid main profile, or you have like a branded account that don't really want to be duplicated, and you're reaching out on like a behalf of some company. What I can do is set up like an alt account with some person, like a fake person, right? So in this case, you can just find some female profiles, you can find some male accounts. It doesn't really matter. Like the females are probably gonna get high response rate, to be honest. So we can maybe go off that, but don't really go for the models. Just try to go for some like regular person. And so what you can do is just like duplicate some of their photos, make it look real light, and then so every second post, what you can do here is what I'm doing with this one specifically is I'm adding some posts from the company, right? So this is an account that I'm using for one of my clients. And so what you can do here is I'm trying to prove, first of all, that I'm a human, right? That's where I have these photos. But second of all, I'm trying to show them some of the posts that might be interesting for those people that might be interested in the offer, right? So they open up the profile. First of all, they'll see that this is marketing specialist at this company, right? This is like the brand account, and you can create the bio like this. By the way, in the bio thing, don't overcomplicate it. Just look at other people what they are doing, and try to make it similar. Don't use ChatGPT or anything like that. Just be real simple. It doesn't have to be anything special. Like you can do something like this, right? You can have like, what are you doing? Like, what is your job position? Who are you helping? You can have something personal there, and maybe like a CTA for the external link, right? Nothing special. And so you can then incorporate these posts into this profile grid so that people will get like a different vibe off of this. They would know that you are probably going to want to pitch them. So in this case, you want to go straight to the point, right? So there are two types of approaches with outreach. There's the direct approach, there's the indirect approach. With the indirect approach, what is good about it is that if you have a really good profile, like if you have some personal profile set up like this, people will not really, if you don't have like this aggressive bio, people will not really expect you to pitch them right away. So they might be less defensive if you just open it up with like an conversation like, hey name, I don't know, saw some recent post, are you open for a chat? Anything like that where you are just trying to open up the conversation. And so this is the one approach. With this one, we already are showing what we do, who we are helping, right? And we are already showing some of the posts here that might be interesting for the person. Now, so in this case, we want to choose the direct approach where we would just go straight to the pitch, right? In this case, you are pitching podcasters for some short form clips editing, right? So we would go straight up in the first message, try to offer this to them, and they would just open up a profile, see what we are about, if we are human. And then second of all, they're just going to look if this is relevant to them, right? So these are the two different approaches. You can either select a completely different person. You can go with the indirect approach where you have just like your personal photos, or you can go more of the direct approach where you like tweak it up with some company or some like business related content as well, right? Now, next up is that we actually want to add these stories, right? And if you're using like Hide My Account, you're using Indirect browser. So you cannot really add stories, you cannot really add external links to your profiles. And how you can overcome this is by downloading something that's called Android emulator, right? Fortunately for you, I've already done the research and I know what is the best Android emulator for free. So just feel free to download this BlueStacks. It's people use it mainly for mobile games, but we are not going to use it for that. We can use it for Instagram, right? So you open it up, it will look something like this, and this is just like a normal Android phone, all right? So what you will then do is just search here, download Instagram. That will be the first thing. You download the app, and the second thing would be download something that's called Oxy Proxy, right? Why we are doing this is, what you maybe need to search. Yeah, in this case you need to go onto the Play Store and search here for Oxy Proxy, right? And once you download it, blah. What is it? Is that it essentially is a proxy provider, right? So you can connect here your proxy, and the mobile will switch into the proxy, so that it will be the same thing as you using your browser and just like your Indirect browser on Hide My Account. But in this case, we can just log in using our phone, which is really cool. And so you will download it, and you will add your proxy here. You will name it up how you want, and then you will add the IP address, the port, the username, and the password. This is something that you should get, that you will get 100% with your proxy provider, all right? Now, once you get that, you just create it, and then click here, and now you are connected, right? Now we just need to go into Instagram and log into the account, and right now we are using the proxy. So if you've already logged into that account from the same proxy, it shouldn't ask you for a verification code. Sometimes it will, but it should not ask you for the location change, right? You're basically logging from the same proxy, so it shouldn't trigger anything suspicious. So right now I'm just gonna log in, and then I'm gonna show you what we can do next. All right, so once we are logged in, we'll just click here, not now, do not save your info. And right now we'll just skip this part. Yeah, this is something that can take a while sometimes, so just You can click on it once or twice. You can try both of them, and it should go away. If it doesn't go away, what you can do here is just click here on the recent apps, delete it, and open the app again. Yeah, and it should fix it. So we are here in the profile, and let's say we want to change the bio, because also the thing is, if you're gonna change the bio on your computer, you cannot link the external account like this. It would just not link it. So what you need to do, oh, alright, so if you want to change the bio, as I said to you, you will want to change it like this, right? How you can type it like this is you need to open some text editor and just type the bio there, right? So line 1, line 2, line 3, like this. In this space, you need to like enter it out like this, so that then you can paste it and it will look exactly like this, right? And here you can link the account. So unsave changes, yes. And so this is how you change the bio. Here, same thing, you add the links, right? External link, you add the URL and the title. The title is when you have multiple links, it will just open up the link tree, right? Which is embedded in Instagram, and then it's just gonna tell the title of the link. Pretty straightforward to do as well. And so this is how you change those. Now, what you would also want to do is you add stories, right? You would want to add stories and ideally add highlights that you can share. So these can be client testimonials, these can be just stories showing more of the profile, so that people will have bigger reason to believe that it's a human profile. These can be some of our client work, these can be some of our service, more service information. Trust me, people are looking at those highlights once they want to check out the profile more. And so I would highly recommend this. All right. And so how you can do that is you can just like go normally like you are doing on Instagram, right? Add to story. You can add whatever you want, and then you would just add it to highlight. I hope that every one of you at least has used Instagram sometimes, so you will know how to do it. But now, what's the interesting thing is that how you actually copy the same photos, right? So let's say we want to copy these photos from these stories from David, right? How we do it is this is me, by the way. We would just copy the link here and enter it here, and what we would do is Instagram video download, right? And what I am using is this link called Save Insta app. I'm probably gonna link it in this document as well. And I'm just gonna paste the URL, click download. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna link all of these posts, right? So I can download the video, I can download the thumbnail, and I can download all the photos. And so this, in this case, I would just be able to download everything, right? So I can just download it like this. I really need the thumbnails for it. And so once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go back into the emulator. I'm gonna go here back at home, system apps, media manager, and import from Windows. Now I'm just gonna select those that I wanted, right? Open it up, and it's imported. Right now I'm just going back to Instagram, and you will see that I can select the photos, right? And I can just add it to my story. I can add some music to it, doesn't matter. In this case, I'm just gonna add it like this. And once I added it, I just need to wait for it a second. But once I add it, then I can just click here, highlight, and I will create like a highlight out of it. I'm pretty sure you all know this already, how it works. So that's how you would add the story to a highlight. Great thing. Now, if you're going to be doing this for multiple accounts, what you then need to do is, once you're done with the account, you go into settings, scroll down, log out, not now, You don't want to save the login info. And then what we will do is, once you log out, you click here on three dots, remove profile, and remove it, right? And then you go back home, you go into aux proxy, you deactivate the proxy, and you connect a new one. And this way, your accounts will not get suspended. Because what would happen if you would connect multiple accounts, either to the same proxy or just to the same Instagram app, while they are like multiple accounts profile saved, that would get suspicious, and you might get into trouble with your account. So these are other common rules that you might follow. And the last thing is, if you want to buy followers, you can use a site called Follower. Again, I have no affiliation to them, but this is just where I found the followers were pretty cheap, right? So I hope you found some value in this video. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I can do the same thing for Twitter as well, or for some other platforms on your request. And yeah, let me know if you want me to continue uploading more regular now. So thank you again so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.